Welcome to episode 1 of the Hummingbird Unofficial podcast. I'm your host, Jordan. Blah, blah, blah. And this is...
James. Hello, my name is James. I'm a co-host of this podcast, along with...
I'm Hanabi, Hana for short. And our special guest today is...
Okay, right. So, this episode's special because it's the first episode where we have a featured guest. Now, this guest is someone you all know. He's from the Hummingbird community. He is Phillip.
Yeah, hi.
Now, you probably don't know who that is, but his Hummingbird username is Nigrea. And yeah, he's pretty cool.
Yeah, I am indeed.
Yeah, you are.
He's an awesome dude.
He's kind of here. He's a pretty cool guy.
So, Phillip, tell us a bit about yourself.
Yeah, I'm from Denmark. I live north from Copenhagen, and you can probably hear my accent. And I really like anime, and I really like the Hummingbird community, I guess. I don't know.
So tell me, Phillip, what's your favorite genre?
Actually, I don't have a favorite genre. Like, all my top animes are from different genres.
He likes everything.
Pretty much.
That's a very good trait to have.
Okay, so Phillip, tell me where you were on the night of the 2nd.
Sorry, what?
That was a joke. That was a really bad joke.
You don't say.
I have a very important question for you, Phillip. Is there really something rotten in the state of Denmark?
I haven't checked my kitchen for a while, so there could be actually like rotten food out there, but...
Well,
not yet. Jordan hasn't visited the country yet, so...
Well, I like to leave my mark wherever I go. Anyway, Hana, would you like to continue with your...
Yes, we have a little bit of administrative chatter for this first episode. Some of you are already listeners from episode 0. We're having a little bit of a problem with our hosting. We're going to be taking down the podcast from the blog and arranging new hosting because it terms of service confliction. In the meantime, we'll be hosting the podcast on YouTube. So, yeah.
So go and subscribe to them. They're good.
Aww.
Heart.
Pretty good.
Stop it, you. We're not... Okay, right.
Oh, stop
it.
Our featured review this week, we're not actually going to talk about it. We're just going to link it. So find the link in the show notes and go and read it. It is for Hyouka, and it is written by FFJump.
It's also very highly rated. So, you know it's good. Wink. So, what have we all been watching today? How about we start with James? My surname. You there, buddy? You wanna talk about your stuff? James? So we're gonna start off with Hana.
Alright, since I have my Hummingbird feed pulled up right here, I know exactly what I've watched. I finished the 2nd season of Hakuoki, and it's a historical anime about Shinsengumi vampires, and if you know anything about Shinsengumi, you know that they all die, and they pretty much all died.
Oh my.
It was a beautiful train wreck, and I couldn't look away.
Goodness, that sounds like something.
Next, I have been watching a little bit of Majestic Prince, which is in a mecha anime this season. It's got the same character designer as Gundam SEED and a host of other anime that I've talked about previously on episode 0. It's okay. It's not the most magnificent piece of art that I've ever watched, but the characters are fun, and the mecha designs are really awesome. Then I watched some Level E, which I got from the Give a Recommendation, Get a Recommendation thread on the forums. And this is like, what if Men in Black were animated in Japan? Yeah. Oh. There's aliens on Earth, lots of them, but most humans don't know that they're there.
So what we need is a fitting track from the Men in Black.
Here come the men in black, men in black.
Won't let you remember.
What I'm saying?
That too.
I started rewatching Kokoro Connect with one of my friends who hadn't seen it yet.
Oh, Kokoro Connect.
I kind of need to watch that because I sort of stopped at 4 episodes because someone who I was watching it with went on without me. What was sad.
Kokoro Connect.
I know you're out there.
My impression of Kokoro Connect, it has not changed from the first time I watched it. It's okay. It's not great. I really liked the beginning. The end, not so much.
Inobon kawaii desu.
I am, of course, watching Valvrave. LL, still a BAMF.
Still.
I'm liking Adre more and more. More mecha, yay.
Surprisingly enough, I actually stopped watching Valvrave. Do you think I should pick it back up?
I do, and here's why I think that you should pick it back up. The other pilots, like, they have balls.
Oh, balls.
There's a character death, and it kind of motivates everyone, and everything is really starting to come together. And
I hope. Okay, so character death.
I'm not going to say who it is. There is a major, a supporting character death.
Oh, support. Damn it. It's a support character. I was hoping it was a main character who I really don't like.
Well.
So I just looked up Valvrave on Hummingbird just because I haven't really watched it. And the featured quote in the top is "Use my body."
I wonder who put that there.
I didn't put that there. I voted for it. I didn't put it there. I swear.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. We totally believe you.
I mean, no, it's fine. It's fine. I submitted a quote for something saying 32 more panty shots, but...
yeah, moving on.
Should
I watched Gargantia on the Vidurus planets. I'm up to episode 3 on that, and I apparently have a thing for white-haired, purple-eyed military guys.
You know what? I totally disagree with you. I don't have a thing for white-haired, purple guys, military dirt. Okay, well, if you like white-haired, purple military guy things, this show is for you.
Well, also, it's more than just the sexy white-haired main character.
Oh, so they're sexy as well now.
No.
Yeah, he's sexy.
Oh,
he's sexy.
I wonder if he knows it.
He's a pilot fighting against some aliens, and he gets thrown to space-time, and he ends up on Earth, but it's Waterworld. And I don't know how many of you have seen that movie with Kevin Costner.
It's a pretty terrible movie.
But it's Waterworld.
Yeah, it's a classic.
Waterworld. I'm pretty sure that's a swimming pool in New York.
and so far there have been pirates and awesomeness. And what I really, really like most about it is they don't have this magical... He speaks a different language, and they don't have this magical, he's got a babelfish in his ear, he can understand them, they can understand him. He talks through his mecha that translates via...
So he is not. So we can determine that he is not, and I repeat, not Aquaman.
He's not Aquaman.
Okay.
That would be kind of overpowered in a water world.
But still is corny.
Anyway.
I've been watching something that we're going to talk about later.
Ooh.
I've been watching...
Well, you seem to have been watching much more than I'd imagine the rest of us.
I didn't actually watch a lot these past 2 weeks, if you can believe it.
A lot.
Neither did I. That's why I'm saying it, because I don't have much.
I'm up to date on OreImo
Ooh,
season 2.
Oh god,
it's-
OreImo, oh god. Oh god,
It's got like 3 episodes left. I'm gonna stick it out. I'm gonna punish myself and stick it out. We're watching another thing that we're gonna talk about later. And I rewatched my featured anime, which is the English title is Say I Love You. The Japanese title is Sukitte Ii, and it is this marvelous little shoujo. Oh, it's fantastic.
I will say from the first episode, I did kind of enjoy.
Okay, I'm gonna go out on a limb here, and I'm gonna say that I did enjoy it because I personally have a soft spot for love romance anime. Literally, that was all I watched for about like a year. Hence why I've seen a stupid amount of harems because the genre says, "Oh, there we go."
Love romance
It's
anime
really just about
instantly
sex.
into harems.
It originally aired in 2012. It is 13 episodes and it is based on a manga by
Hideo Kojima.
Husky and Kane Husky, and I don't know how many issues the manga is, but I think it's over. I think it's done.
Yeah. You're okay. I'm glad that you featured this anime. Because ever since I met a dear good friend of mine, who made me like, yeah, just watch all this mecha and watch real anime. Quote unquote
It's
real.
anime.
Sounds like my brother.
Quote unquote real. I've been missing out on a lot of stuff. Like, like love and romance.
T-shirt training.
Oh god. The only love things ever since then was like really, really lame harems. Like something to do with writing porn to save your friends or something at school. R15, yeah, that was so bad.
There's nothing wrong with R15. Okay, can I just mention the synopsis or part of it at least for R15?
Okay, get the part out. Hurry up.
Well, this child must use his porn skills to guide his classmates to victory. And I'll let you decide if you want to watch it based on that quote.
Victory! No joke, it has got the most stupid opening ever, and I love it.
Anyway, Say I Love You. I actually passed this over. Like the first few times, I was like, I'm not gonna watch that. I'm not gonna watch that. What made me want to watch this was the 3x3 thread in the Hummingbird forums. I saw a picture on Riot's 3x3
Of a hot guy?
Of a hot guy.
Called
Actually, it was.
Damn it, Riot.
It was the couple, and you know what? For once, I don't hate the girl. I love this girl. She is like a really rockin' main character. I really, really like it. She's great.
So after seeing really lame, corny harems such as R15, I sort of gave up on the genre. Then I found something called True Tears, which is really special to me, and I hold it quite high up. And this show actually reminded me a lot of True Tears because it's more of like it's more serious and isn't just like less fan-based service.
It's an exploration of relationships with each other, both friendship and romantic.
Okay. Well, since my featured anime is quite a big one, we're going to go to Jordan. So
actually, no, I want to ask our guest, have you seen Say I Love You?
No, I was just about to ask, what exactly is it about?
It is about a girl who's very unpopular. She has absolutely no friends, and she somehow gets the attention of the most popular boy in school, and he basically hounds her until she accepts his phone number. She gets stalked on the way home, and I'm going to spoil the first episode because it's fantastic. She gets stalked on the way home and has to call him for help. And thus begins their romantic...
In an alternate universe, she's actually working as a maid at a maid cafe, and then he just happens to see her, and he's like, damn, I'd hit that.
From one thing I will say, that the way you at least put it, that reminds me a bit of My Little Monster. In a way, I won't say they're the same.
Yeah,
But in the terms of the female role and the male role pestering the ever-living crap.
It's similar to Kaichou Midsummer, if you've seen it, the plot element at least.
I actually haven't put it on my list for a long time, James. Back when I used text documents for anime.
Text documents.
Thank God we don't have to do that anymore.
Shameless plug.
So Philip.
Yeah.
Does this sound like something that you want to watch?
Actually, I forgot to edit. Riot kept pestering me about watching it, so I just edited it now because you guys reminded me. But yeah, definitely.
Okay, good. So we're gonna have to have you back after you've seen it, so that you can tell us how much you loved it, because you will.
Yeah, I kind of feel like I will, actually.
You better. You better say I love you to this anime. That was horrible, I apologise.
That
was fantastic, shut up.
No.
It was quite bad.
Flatter me so.
Right.
So, James, you want to...
No, because I have...
Does Philip want to go next? Philip?
Philip, what's your thing?
Oh.
Well, Philip, what have you been watching, at least?
I'm currently watching Heaven's Memo Pad. If any of you have watched that.
Oh, I actually rewatched that recently, too.
What's it about?
It's kind of hard to explain. It's about a group of neats mostly.
Neats.
People who don't leave their houses because they don't have jobs.
Not an education.
No.
And I can't remember those. It's basically if you don't work or an education, basically useless in society, if you will.
Yeah.
And it's basically those guys started a detective firm to help people who need help with, for instance.
So it's kind of like the Akihabara at Deep then.
I haven't seen that.
Which is not an anime; it's a Japanese live action. Sorry,
It might be.
That explains one.
What is this Japanese?
Japanese do live action things?
Whoa.
Except for the live action Spider-Man.
Wait, what?
Also known as Best Spider-Man, but that's off topic. Let's...
Neat's detective agency.
Yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah, I only watched 2 episodes and I liked those at least.
I will say yes. I think it's fantastic.
It kind of has a Durarara feel because it has a lot of like characters.
Does it have a character like Isaiah?
Isaiah?
Please say no.
I really suck at names.
To say no. He's one with the knife.
Isaiah.
Isaiah, yeah. Not yet, at least.
Not from what I'm aware.
It's a lot more episodic.
Okay, well, are there at least 2 hot guys in it?
Yes.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, I'll give it a try then.
There are definitely 2 hot guys in it.
Is there anything else you've been watching?
Yeah, I also finished the movie Children Who Chase Lost Voices.
It's an intriguing title.
I Chase Lost Boys.
It's by the same guy who made 5 centimeter per second and Garden of Words and all those.
Oh, is that the new one?
Yeah, no, Garden of.
If a voice is made in the forest.
I remember that. I remember seeing a picture of it, and then I forgot. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about it in a while.
Garden of Words is the new one. Children Who Chase Lost Voices is like an older one.
Oh, okay. Probably whatever. Derp. Well, that sounds quite interesting because 5 centimeters per second was actually quite a decent thing. So I don't know if you call it like a movie or an OVA or an anime.
Well, I watch it as a movie, like all the episodes put into one. The 5 centimeter per second one. So I would definitely call it a movie.
But technically, it's an OVA. If it's episodes, it's OVA, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not.
Well, it could also be an ONA if it's original network animation.
All technical with your terms.
One thing I would just like to say, like going back to Heaven's Memo Pad, the first episode is actually 50 minutes long.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's what I throw out there because that like threw me off the first time I watched it. I was like, this is going on a little longer than usual.
Which kind of shocked me because I did the whole I'm going to bed after the first episode and then kind of got late.
That kind of reminds me of Aquarion Evol. The first episode is the first 2 episodes together.
Yeah, but here it's actually not the first episode. Like, it is actually one long episode instead.
Cool. I like things that get the
ball rolling.
I'm sorry, I haven't slept. What is the word? The exposition.
Ball rolling?
Yeah, they get the ball rolling. Get the exposition out of the way, because I hate exposition.
I love exposition.
Yeah.
So if you had that longer first episode,
The longest
I can
longest
imagine
exposition was an anime series called Fate Stay Night, which was just exposition for Fate Zero. But even Fate Zero had some exposition, which annoyed me. But oh well.
Then why did they have to ruin the ending of Fate Zero just to make it fit with Fate Stay Night?
Well, I'm hoping that what's it? UFO tables. Like, oh yeah. So we realized that.
Hey, I've only seen one episode of Fate Zero.
I haven't seen anything of anything to do with that, so please don't.
And I'm really looking forward to it, so don't spoil it for me, okay?
Don't spoil it for anyone, mind you. Actually.
Okay. Well, obviously, you already know what slightly happens because you've seen Fate.
I don't know anything that happens. So,
I pretty much know everything that happens, and I'm very happy that the one character that I really, really like so far, I know he lives.
Well, we both know that Fate Stay Night, at least the TV animation, isn't as good as it could be. So, keeping that in mind, Fate Zero had to sort of like lead things up to it, meaning that it sort of had like a lame ending, but I don't have any problems with the ending. I think the ending was actually pretty cool.
Is the production value more in line with Unlimited Blade Works?
The production line between a UFO table product and something done by Studio Dean, there's just no comparison.
Which one's better then? Because I don't know either.
Fate Zero will always be better. I mean, it looks amazing. It's got some of the best animation you can find. It's up there with Redline. But anyway, you brought me off track. Fate Zero's ending. It was catering towards Fate Stay Night. But I'm looking forward to Gilgamesh. I don't even know what we're talking about anymore. But just can we come even?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
Actually, we're not even talking about that. I just went back to it for a second. But anyway.
Is there anything else you've been watching, Philip?
Before that, I watched Eden of the East.
Oh, Eden of the East. Oh my god.
The movie or the series?
The series. I still have to watch the movies.
Don't watch movies. Don't watch movies.
Likewise. Okay, I guess we're not watching the movies.
You don't have to watch movies. It's fine.
Guess we're not watching the movies, guys.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It is pretty good, I'll admit.
How many stars did you give it?
2.
I think 4. The concept is really great. The actual execution not so it's still good, but it's not as great as just the concept, the thought of it, the story.
It was kind of forgettable to me.
Great concept, not so great execution.
Well, just not an execution living up to the concept, if you will.
Well, I mean, it's based off Jason Bourne, so.
Is it really?
I think the whole idea with the phones and Noblesse Oblige is more than just Jason Bourne, but yeah, otherwise you're right.
Yeah, it was like, I've just woken up, oh my god, I'm naked and I have a gun, what's happening?
And I'm waving to police folk in front of the White House, and that's pretty much it.
Okay, now I'm intrigued. Are there at least 2 hot guys in it?
No,
the cast isn't very large, but I think you will like the main male lead character.
Okay.
There's literally only one fan service person, and she's like psychologically fucked up in the head, and it's a reason why.
Dude, that just makes it better.
She doesn't count as a fan service person.
She is called the Johnny Robber.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Anyway,
moving right.
Anything else, Philip?
Nothing recently, really.
Okay, then. So, we're moving on to me or James, is the question. I'm thinking James wants me to go, so...
I think somebody with J.
I see what you're saying.
I think that someone in my name should go.
Jordan, you're going.
Jordan, you go, because I want to talk about your featured anime, really bad.
Oh, you do? Thank you, I'm flattered.
Yes.
Anyway, so... I haven't actually watched that much, as in half of this is actually, 2 OVAs, so just to say how little. The first one is for, I'm gonna butcher names, if you don't mind. Kononaka ni Hitori Imoto ga Iru, which was the OVA for that, which I was going to start an abridged series of, and we wrote it out, and I made an opening, and nothing.
Do you know the English title of it?
I do believe it is My Little Sister is Among Them, from what I recall. I think that because the title of the abridged was My Little Sister is a Mustache Groomer, but...
Oddly enough, I remember this anime.
You better.
Oh god, this anime was so bad. It's like, oh, here's 5.
I actually really liked it.
It's like, here's 5 lolicons. One of them's your sister, so good luck.
One of them's your sister. Good luck in not marrying her. Well, I'll summarise the anime's plot since this is just the OVA. But basically, this kid's father dies at the very beginning. It opens up with a scene, and he's got a pretty bitchin' mustache. I must admit. His dead father's bitch. But he has to inherit the company, so he goes to school to find a bride. That's why you go to school, kids. To find brides. Not to learn.
Okay.
To socialise.
So it's a harem show?
Yeah, more or less. Except he's all like, I need to find out who my sister is so I don't fuck her. And then he... yeah.
Okay, that's a language warning right there.
Like literally, but you can bleep that out, I'm sure. You want a censorship sound? Like James going, oh.
Oh god, no. Not
We can talk about that later, I guess.
We can just insert the song there.
No, we can talk about that one game later on if we wanted, for no reason.
Yeah, we can do,
at the very
we can
end.
do that later.
Anyway, I'll move on.
Yeah.
The next is the 6th OVA to Setokai Yakuindomo, which I don't know.
Oh my god,
Setokai. You know the one with the bananas?
Yes, Yakuindomo, I absolutely love that.
Yeah.
And like...
Me too.
Dude, we're bros. We're bros. We don't have to talk about it anymore. We're bros.
I know, the one scene with the KFC.
Yeah.
On episode 3, I think.
Yeah.
Where John told me to watch it, and he only got to episode 3. I finished the series. 2 or 3 months later, he still hadn't watched anymore.
I still remember that one scene.
Yeah, so that's a thing, and I would recommend it to people who like things that doesn't
I've completely
really have
forgotten her
plots.
name, because I haven't watched it in so long. But do you...
I know, right? I watched the OVA and I don't remember anyone's name, so...
But...
actually, here's a fun little thing. So for those of you who... Can I mention me and James going to thingy to sort of set some ground?
Why don't we do that after the...
It's Enigma. Ooh.
I'll just, very briefly reference it then. So basically, me and James go into a convention at some point, hopefully James.
Yes.
And I was going to cosplay as someone. Probably mention that later on as well. So I've been all like, you know what? There's a treadmill downstairs. I'm going to run on and watch anime. And so I'll be between now until September at the very least. I'll probably be saying, well, I have an anime that I watched when I was running, and my one for this podcast is Bodacious Space Pirates.
Bodacious Space Pirates. Having fun on the high seas.
I actually kind of enjoyed it, to be honest. I kind of did a bad thing and started watching it when I wasn't.
Yeah, I absolutely love the word bodacious. I think they used it in...
I know, as you could tell from episode 0.
They used it in Sekiro's advertising. They were like, oh, this show has nothing but boobs, so let's focus on that. Big bouncing bodacious.
The thing is, I didn't actually notice much fan service.
Yeah.
Phillip, what is your opinion of the word bodacious?
I actually just had to look up what it actually means.
Can you give us a definition then?
I can give you the etymology of it.
Give us the etymology. I love etymology.
Southern American slang implied by bodaciously 1837, either from bodaciously or bodily, totally, root and branch, as in the pigs broke into my fence and destroyed the potato patch bodaciously.
Okay, I think we're done here.
Okay.
Okay, where were we?
I'm still not sure what it means.
They're bodacious means curvy in this instance.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it was... Yeah. There isn't as much fan service as you might have thought. Well, not as much as the names imply at the very least.
Bodacious Creed 4,
yeah.
Black
Anyway...
Potatoes.
Anyway, I say we move on to my feature anime.
Ooh, giddy. Let's go.
I want to shout out to Josh for mentioning this, because it's probably the reason why I actually started watching it. But The Devil is a Part-Timer.
Devil is a
I'm sure Hana
part-timer.
just said that she wanted to talk about it, so I guess I'll let her do that.
Huh? What?
You said that you really wanted to talk about mine.
Oh yeah, I really want to talk about it. Actually, I didn't watch this by myself. Okay, I was like, hey guys, we're gonna watch an anime. And I got my best friend and my significant other to sit down and watch it with me.
Damn it, Greg.
And hi, Greg. We love you. He listens to the podcast. He watches us. He watches us.
I don't. Damn you, Greg.
But we all loved it. Like, every single one of us. And this is... Greg and I will like an anime, and my significant other and I will like an anime. Very rarely do we all come together and enjoy an anime together.
Because one thing I will say, the main reason why I featured this was because when I watched it, the same with some episodes of OreImo, it just gave me that happy feeling. I just felt happy while watching it.
I love the characters.
Okay.
It gave me the same feeling that Polar Bear Cafe did, in the way that you're just sort of happy. All the wrong in the world is just made right again.
This anime, as far as I'm concerned, is catered towards people with swag.
That would explain why I'm really happy about it.
No, the reason behind this is, right, most of it, from like the first episode, was just them working in MG Ronald's.
McDonald's, bro.
So basically, the moral of the story from the first episode is simply...
Get a job!
If you get a job at McDonald's, you'll work with lolicons and you'll get stabbed.
A lolicon with large boobs. A bodacious lolicon, you could say.
Bodacious lolicon, eh?
Philip, have you seen The Devil is a Part-Time?
Not yet. I'm not really watching any currently airing shows other than Type.
Well, what it's about is the devil gets ousted from his devil realm, and he has his closest retainer, and they come to Earth, and they have nothing. They don't even speak the language. In this one, they have the magic, hoo-ha that they learn Japanese just poof from the police.
Magic police.
They get an apartment, and they have no money to pay for the apartment, so Satan has to go work at the McDonald's.
So the title is actually quite descriptive.
It is very descriptive, and there's this one part. There's a big fight, and this is like my favorite moment of the entire anime, and it doesn't really spoil, so we share it. Is the retainer guy is late for being the cavalry, and when he gets there, he's asked, "What took you so long?" And he's like, "I had to go back to the apartment and get my general's cape." He's so serious.
I like how you're the only one laughing.
I do too.
It was a really... It's like every moment of this is fantastic. I really don't like the main female, of course, because she's tsundere, and I don't like tsundere girls outside of Ren Tosaka.
Plus there are two hot guys living together.
And more later.
Mm-hmm. Well, I didn't see him as... he didn't seem... I mean, if...
Oh, he's my favorite!
If I thought
he's my favorite!
If I, had an opinion on hot guys, then...
Mao-sama is my second favorite, okay? The one that you're thinking of is my favorite.
Well...
The NEET is my favorite.
So you enjoy telling two guys to live together for the rest of their lives?
It's like The Odd Couple.
Anyway, I think... we're done here, other than the bodacious lolly, but
it's funny, it's serious, it's
the opening I didn't like too much, but it slowly started to grow on me.
I still don't like the opening.
It might grow on you, I don't know.
Like a fungus.
Oh, you have fungi growing on you. You should probably go bathe.
Like Irony did, freaking Claris.
Moving on, James. I think it's about your turn.
Okay, well,
Have you watched anything other than what's airing?
No, I haven't actually been watching anything that's airing. I've been watching stuff that's aired and is old in the eyes of the current generation of anime goers. I'm joking.
I'm interested. I might have seen these.
Okay, so I finished watching Magi, The Labyrinth of Magic, which is fairly recent. It was like last season.
Old, he says.
That's
old,
not
he
old.
says.
Old, yes.
Damn it, James. There was hope.
I know. I never said it was like old. But yeah.
You just did say that you were watching old stuff.
Yeah, stuff that isn't airing, so it's old. It's not new. It's
It's a show.
It's a show about. It's actually really good. I think it's better than most stuff.
Oh, is that the one with the they're in like Arabian clothes and? Oh, okay, yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah. I've been watching Tonari.
With the guys.
I've been watching Tonari no Kaibutsu-kun, and I love it. It's amazing.
What's the English title?
I think it's like My Little Monster or something weird like that.
Like I mentioned before.
Okay.
Oh, is that what it's called?
I would say somewhat compare it to Say I Love You in a way, to an extent.
The only reason I know that is I'm looking at the humming page for it. The humming page. we should call it that. It's not a website page.
Humming based podcast.
It's a humming page, right? I've been meaning to watch more of Kane Kyoukai. Which is really, really good. I really want to watch the fifth one.
Now, Kara ni Kyoukai.
No, it's Kane no Kyoukai.
Is that the one that's by the author who did Fate's Day Night and Tsukihime? Okay. I know what you're talking about.
The Garden of Sinners.
It's the prequel to... It's kind of attached to both.
I've caught up on One Piece, which I doubt anyone here is like completely up to date with.
Okay, moving on.
I'm up to date with One Piece.
Oh my god, Jordan, you've just been replaced because now Phillip is my new bro. We're bros now.
Okay.
One Piece doesn't have the requisite number of hot guys. There's only one.
Considering they have 599 episodes, I think you might find a second one.
It's not persistent enough. The ratio of time on screen to time actually playing is not a high enough ratio.
I need my eye candy, and Luffy don't cut it.
Let's put it this way: with Hana, there needs to be a good ratio because all the other episodes of things with hot guys in that she could be watching
are gonna win out.
That's how I look at it. 500 episodes is a lot of other stuff for me to watch.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's like over a lot.
It's over 9,000.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but
it's over 500.
It's almost 600.
I meant series-wise. That's like...
okay.
I was gonna say, that's like almost 50, like 12-episode series. Anyway, let's not talk about One Piece too much because, you know how things get. Move on.
I've been meaning to finish Hourou Musuko. Is that how it's pronounced? Or the English for it is Wandering Sun.
Musuko, son. I know that kanji.
Yeah. Hourou Musuko. Now, I'm not too sure if any of you guys have seen it, including you, Hana.
Nope.
Because it's like the complete opposite of what you would watch. And it's, to be perfectly honest, it's the complete opposite of something that I would watch.
Is it the complete opposite of something I would watch?
Yeah.
So, now, is this something that you've been planning to watch, or that you have watched?
I got halfway through, and then I held it.
Okay.
I held it, for about like a year.
Okay, well then you can move on.
No, I'm gonna explain about it. Okay.
Well, you didn't even watch it all the way through.
I can
it's
still
not that good.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Hana, that's everything that we've spoken of. So,
So yeah, it's like Hourou Musuko. It's basically about a story of this boy who wants to be a girl, and his friend who is a girl who wants to be a boy, and basically they just cross-dress and like sort of like switch lives.
I think I might have heard of it.
It's one of the most amazing things I've ever seen.
So why didn't you finish it?
Because each episode is just so...
What did you say it was called?
Hourou Musuko. It's directed by the one and only Aya Aoki, who's done stuff such as he's worked on Angle Beats. He directed Fate.
Angle Beats.
I love this guy. He directed.
Did he do the photography for Angle Beats?
No, he did the storyboard. He directed Fate Zero.
So partially photography.
He directed Fate Zero.
So you have a man crush on him?
I don't have a man crush on him. I have a huge amount of respect
James,
for him.
you do. Moving on. Let's just...
I have a man crush on the guy who did Anohana because he had me crying. But yeah, so...
James?
Okay,
James.
now for the time that we've all been waiting for.
Oh, God.
I practiced this so that I would be able to sing it.
My featured anime is Attack on Titan.
And then he changed it Okay, he didn't change it.
This has the requisite number of hot guys in it.
Does it exceed the requisite number of hot guys?
Well,
It does exceed the requisite number of hot guys.
Well.
There are 3 that I like.
Oh. I bet you love Armin. Arm out.
Attack on Titan must be like a treasure trove for you. Because they're all naked, and they're all really, really big.
No, I don't. No.
Titan-chan.
My number 1 doesn't actually show up very much. My number 1 is Captain Levi, because he's a BAMF.
Isn't it Levy?
I like Aaron, number 2.
Jaeger!
And Armin is so adorable.
Aww. Adorable doesn't count as hot guys.
I would snuggle and hug him and keep him safe.
So basically female mower.
Well, James, I guess you're in luck in
Okay.
a couple of months.
So, right. So, Attack on Titan is an anime about big, naked, walking people attacking, angsty teens.
Wangst.
In other words, they're advancing giants.
Yeah, they're advancing giants attacking human race.
Literal
Therefore,
translation.
angsty teenagers. But it's so good. I mean,
It's just good.
it's amazing. It's right up there with Fate
Shut up,
Zero.
Hana. Shut up, Hana. It's James's time.
I wouldn't call it amazing. I would call it overhyped.
No, it's
good,
amazing.
but it's not amazing. The first, 4 episodes, so
Nothing freaking happens.
Yes, but here's the thing you're forgetting. Even in those 4 episodes that nothing happens, I still couldn't, just drop it.
Yeah.
I was so bored. The first 4 episodes.
Oh, I was so bored. How did you get through Steins Gate?
I didn't.
Hey, I'm not the only one.
Steins Gate.
I watched...
Well, we all know what my featured anime will be next time.
Oh God. No.
I don't want to watch it again.
The first couple of episodes, episode 2, 3, and 4
Are slow.
are amazing. They
Are slow.
are used
They're so slow.
for A, advancing time within the story, manipulation of time, and B,
Which can be done in a series of flashbacks.
Hana, if you would rather flashbacks, then read the manga.
Okay, I will read the manga. I will stop.
Well, actually, don't read it just yet, because I don't want you fucking spoiling anything for us. Because my friend's been reading it, and basically all he said is it's fucking hard to follow, because there are so many flashbacks.
Well, I really like flashbacks.
And then it doesn't really, indicate that they are very well.
Typically in manga they'll indicate a flashback with a black
I know, but
border
at the same
around
time, he just said that it's not indicated as well, and it's really easy to get lost.
Well, it's very subtle.
that also has to do with Shingeki no Kyojin's art style. It's very, very strange.
Yes, that's the one thing I really loved about it was the art style, the line weight variation.
Yes, James, the line width variation.
All done with a pen tool.
God damn it, James. Ruler tool.
And the eyes. The eyes!
I wish I had those eyes for an upcoming event.
Oh, they're looking into space.
Well, you know what you could do?
I'd hope they'd be looking into space.
Look out your window at night.
Stare into them
Right.
forever.
Your window at night.
Anyway, back on topic. The 3 episodes, episodes 2, 3, and 4, are if you look at it retrospectively, they are pretty good. For the simple fact that they build up pace. They create emotions. They create emotions.
No,
create
they don't
bonds.
build up pace. It is. The first episode's action, and then 2, 3, 4 is nothing, and then episode 5 is action.
No.
But isn't that the usual interest curve you have?
Yes, it's building pace.
Well, usually you pepper a little bit of action here and there to kind of guide your attention span. This is just
But they did more go the whole slice of life comedy route with Potato Girl and the whole living as a soldier for 2-3 years.
Yeah, but it was overwhelmingly
It's not boring. No, so they're building up pace. They're building up relationships. You're showing them. You're being shown the lives of Eren, of Mikasa, of Armin, of Thomas, of this, that, the other.
Potato Girl.
And then all of a sudden, as things are going up, all of a sudden, everything changes. The Titan shows up,
That
and
moment
episode
that everything
5,
changed
episode
was
5,
perfect.
in my opinion, was amazing because of how well it managed to take up all of this pace and turn it on its head, which is why Attack on Titan is one of my favorites.
Well, I'm glad that it's one of your favorites.
One thing I will say is I don't like... I have a bad experience of people mentioning something good happening in an episode because that's what ruined Clannad for me. Like, really bad.
I will say that my favorite moment of this anime so far, except for Captain Levi's Banff moment, because that was just fantastic. We all know that Levi's Banff, like he's introduced and it's set
just
in Banff.
Go on.
But it's the end of episode 4, like those 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, man. Goodbye. Anyway,
Phillip, what's our discussion topic? What do you want to talk about?
Conventions.
Have you ever been to a convention?
Once, yeah. This year actually was my first anime-related convention. I've been to a couple gaming conventions, like Gamescom in Germany.
Mm-hmm.
But this was the first anime convention I went to. It's the only one in my entire country. This March, and that was cool. I can't wait for next year, pretty much.
Now, do you know approximately how many people attend?
No clue.
Did it seem really crowded or kind of open air to you?
Certain areas, like the where you buy stuff, completely crowded. But the entire venue is really large. It's the biggest venue we have in the country, pretty much.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So there is enough space. It is fairly spatial. It's definitely not crowded if you're just in the general area.
Now, are you planning to cosplay when you go to your next convention?
If I can figure out who. All my friends are yeah, we totally have to cosplay next time, but none of us know what we would go as. Considering that we feel we don't have the money to spend on a super expensive costume, and at the same time we can't figure out
Well, the most important thing in cosplay is to have fun.
Yeah, that's true.
Actually, the number one most important thing in cosplay is to wear comfortable shoes.
And I think we have an idea who cosplay as, but it's secret for now.
Okay.
I think you know who I'm referring to.
No, I don't.
Give
me a hint.
Meow. Meow, meow, meow.
Oh! Yeah. Yeah.
Someday.
We have this big enigma mystery wrapped in a...
And that's your clue. Meow, 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 meow. Now go, translate, audience. Someday you will learn.
Jordan! James! Where are you guys going to be?
That's a good point. Where we're going to be, as in Jordan and James. In other words, me.
Guys, because
James?
Jordan keeps mentioning it everybody knows, Jordan's last name is James. His name is Jordan James.
Yeah, man.
My name is...
And thus...
And my name is James Watson, so...
Watson?
Jordan James Watson.
Jordan James Watson.
My mind was just blown, guys. Seriously. Oh my god.
See, this is what the podcast does to people. We blow minds. We blow minds.
Anyway.
I'm not telling you guys my name, sorry.
I already know your name. I won't tell, though. Wink. Anyway, so James, do you want to say, or should I?
I think you should, because...
What convention?
Well,
What convention are you going to?
Well, I'm assuming James is going to, assuming everything goes well. We're going to Alcon in September.
Okay, where is that?
Good question.
I was so annoyed
You failed to pull notes up, didn't you?
Huh?
You were so excited to talk about this.
Yeah.
What?
So
Alcon
excited.
Is in Leicester at De Montfort University. So, yeah.
There are going to be a bunch of bridges there, too.
What are the dates of it?
It is September 5th through September 8th.
It's a 4-day convention, right?
Thursday through Sunday.
It's going to be amazing.
It will be. And for those of you in the area who haven't registered to go, you should go, because you'll get to see me at least. I'm hoping James can join in, but as we're not quite on the topic but just past Attack on Titan, I'm going to be cosplaying as someone.
He's going to be cosplaying as... Do you wanna reveal it?
No, you can.
Okay.
I don't mind.
Oh,
Okay,
let me.
well, you can reveal it.
Oh, please.
He's going to be cosplaying as my Niban, my number 2, Eren Yeager.
And on topic, I will be cosplaying as Armin, whatever his last name is.
I didn't know that you were cosplaying.
That's why I said that James is the lucky best. When you mentioned that.
You guys surprised me.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
yeah, we totally planned that.
We're going to get Mikasa as well. We're going to get one of my friends to cross-dress.
I mean, if you were...
It'll be terrifying.
Are you guys gonna have a Levi? Like, are you guys gonna have a Levi?
No, we're not gonna have a Levi. Levi is a guy who was only in one episode, so...
2.
Levy. Also,
Levy.
it's not Levi. You're...
Levi doesn't exist.
Levi, whatever. Levi. Bamf guy.
That's like calling... Never mind.
I want pictures, okay?
Don't worry, we'll probably record it. So, one thing I want to say is one of the events that I'm going to. So, we're gonna have someone record it, by the way. So you can all see how amazingly good I am at acting and role playing.
Okay. You're talking about that one, not the one that you're gonna go crash. Okay.
What?
I'll say that after this. So basically, one of the events that I'm going to partake in is the cosplay blind date. For one of the main simple reasons that you have to be in character. So obviously that could be entertaining. And as actually, I'll let Hana say it. Hana, what's my introduction to
Oh, I don't. You have to paste it to me. I can't remember it word for word.
You're a joke.
I can't. I came up with it, but I can't remember it word for word. It's single white male seeks engaging relationship, must be under 60 feet tall, good with sword a plus, determination a must.
Also, they must enjoy
aerodynamic gymnastics in 3 dimensions.
It's fantastic.
Yeah,
But yes,
yeah. I might enter as well, and on the date, I'll just be sat there, and I'll be thinking about all my comrades dying around me, and then I won't be able to say anything because I'll be too phased.
You'll just get down on your knees like and scream and run off stage.
We'll have Jordan.
Then I'll run after you.
I'm gonna cry
Jordan
here.
hiding underneath the table with a microphone, doing my internal monologue, going, "Why can't I move? My comrades are dying." Aaron! Freedom!
I'm going to have to email them about that because that would be hilarious. James, you should totally go and enter right now. I'll send you a link to the forum where you enter later. 2 other events that I might be partaking in, I'm not sure if James would want to join, is the Dub That Anime, which it says, get a chance to go against the Abridgers. If you win, that is. So I was like, yeah, man, I'll do that.
Well, it'll be easy because all we have to do is own no Exorcist and we win.
So, any other events that you're going to be attending at the convention?
We were going to plan for the cosplay masquerade, since quite a few of us are going as Attack on Titan themed characters.
Are you gonna write a skit?
Yeah.
Cool. Get it recorded.
I'm gonna get Jamie to do that because, okay, here's the thing: we're hoping that one of my friends who's going will get the jumpsuit that's the Colossal Titan.
Oh my god. Oh.
Okay. Get someone to record it, and then we will have the video available to podcast listeners at some later date, assuming they get it recorded.
Don't worry. Yeah, we'll get someone to record that. Yeah. One last thing I want to say. One event that we're going to crash. James, you're in, by the way.
Okay.
Basically, we're going to go to...
I advise against this, by the way. This is a bad idea.
We're going to offend a lot of people by doing this.
Yes, you are. This is a bad idea.
So should we not?
No, okay, let's just do it.
You should not. I swear you should not. Are you gonna tell people what you're
let's do it.
planning
Let's
to
go.
Go on, James.
Well, I don't know. I can't remember. What is it?
They're gonna go to the Yaoi panel and scream something very, very lewd. So I'm going to a convention too.
This is
sadly, it is not Alcon.
Why would you not?
I'd love to go.
You would love to go.
I'd glove to go.
Mm-hmm.
It is called Motaku. It's a much smaller convention in Kansas City, Missouri, which is my town that I live in. It's my stomping grounds. It is August 16th through 18th. It's got a steampunk theme, and it's been a fun little convention for the past few years, and I'm hoping that it's going to be a fun little convention again this year. I will probably be wearing my Orihime wig, which is pretty bright orange. If you're there, find me and say hello.
Okay.
And if you see any Eren Yeagers and Armins walking around hand in hand, you'll know who it is.
As one last thing, I have some news that Josh has already shared in the chat today. He is currently coding the new anime page and the new character pages, which I will include a link to the Ask Me Anything on Reddit that he did that has links to both of those, the mock-ups of them. So we should see those pages coming here soon. They might already be out by the time this hits the air. Cross fingers.
Yay.
They probably will be, unless Hana takes a while because she's going to go sleep.
I need my Z's.
I got my Z's, now I won't go to sleep for another 12 hours. I got 2 hours of sleep last night and stayed up until whenever I left.
That swiftly brings us up to the end of the podcast.
Phillip, any last words?
Thanks for having me, I guess. And thank you.
James!
Well, I'm gonna have to say thank you to Philip because he helped us out a lot today.
Yes, thank you very much for being our emergency
before the
guest.
podcast. We had some technical.
We had another guest lined up, but he didn't show up, so we're hoping he's okay.
You know.
I hope you're alive, Brian.
Yeah, Brian.
Shout out.
I hope your house isn't on fire.
Again.
Maybe we'll get you on another show sometime later.
I'd like to personally thank you, Philip, because you help us out a lot, and you're awesome. So, thank you.
Thank you.
You're one of the first people to notice who I was. So
Yeah, you are our first big fan.
Yeah, and I was somewhat mind blown when I figured out who you actually were.
It's like, wait, you're Hana from the podcast? My mind is blown, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm internet famous.
That's exactly how I felt. I was in the middle of college, and I was like, oh my god, I'm internet famous.
I'm already internet
guys,
famous.
I'm internet famous.
I'm already internet famous.
Anyway, I don't mean to brag, but
Do you have any last words, Jordan?
I did it, Mom. I made it again. I'm a host. I did it. Yeah.
And we love you. Thank you for listening to us again, or for the first time if you've not listened to us before.
Comment, like, favorite, subscribe if you think that we should do more.
Tell us what you want us to do. We need your feedback.
We need feedback.
Okay. Bye-bye, everybody.